All right, Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs are about to host another massive recruiting weekend on campus this upcoming weekend. It's been a terrific, summer for Georgia on the recruiting show. They're looking to end it on a strong note in a big way. Right now is the quiet period, the dead period. Starts the entire month of August. So this is really the last final weekend for Georgia to bring in some 5-stars on campus, some top commitments will be in town, some top targets and multiple classes will be in town. And that's what this video is all about, me breaking down who I have confirmed will be on campus. Now, I don't want to give the entire list because I want to get y'all over to Dawg Post. The story is already up. Lots and lots of commitments, targets are already on Dawg Post, so make sure you read all about that. So I'll give you most of the guys, but I want y'all to go to Dawg Post and check out the website, sign up to the newsletter, all that good stuff. The season is right around the corner. We're going to be pumping out content left and right. You don't want to miss anything. We've got a lot of great stuff coming. But of course, I do want to share with you some of the big names that are going to be on campus. Let's start with the commitments first, because really, from what I've gathered, a lot of targets in town, but this is for all the commitments to get back, get to know each other. Kirby's always talking about connection. He wants these guys to be friends. He wants them to know each other. And this is the barbecue weekend. This is the July barbecue weekend. In late May, they have the scavenger hunt. You get to campus, a lot of guys for the first time, and they go around campus trying to find Kirby Smart. Big scavenger hunt, right? They learn a lot. July is more of a bonding time. Everyone who is committed, guys who may be close to committing, all come together, get to know each other. So, of course, the 2 quarterbacks I have confirmed will be on campus. 5-star Dylan Raiola told me weeks ago, and this has been on Dawg Post, this is old news, that he plans to be in town for this big July barbecue weekend. Of course, he's at Buford right now, 45 minutes down the street. So he will be in Athens a good bit. And of course, he plans to be there this weekend. Ryan Puglisi, 4-star quarterback from Connecticut, making the flight down. He wants to be there this weekend. Start building a relationship with those offensive linemen, some of the wide receivers. One running back that I'm going to mention is going to be in town. Both tight ends plan to be in town. I'm going to talk about that more in a second, but both the quarterbacks going to be in town this weekend. Dylan Raiola, Ryan Puglisi, big deal. Justin Williams, 5-star linebacker that just committed a couple of days ago over Oregon. Massive pickup. I can't say that enough. This guy really does check all the boxes. Incredibly athletic, 6'2", about 215, runs, hits. He's got tremendous instincts, gets to the ball carrier, can get after the quarterback, sheds blocks as well as anyone out there. This guy could be the next Roquan Smith, Nakobe Dean, Butkus Award winner under Glenn Schumann, and I expect him to thrive in that system where he, could be a captain of the defense down the road, multi-year starter, high expectations. He's going to be coming to Athens this weekend with his Oak Ridge teammate who is also committed to Georgia, Joseph Jonah Ajanye, a big, raw, physical defensive lineman, versatile, can play on the edge, can play inside. He is a big deal. Both of those guys, like I said, in the video a couple days ago, they were both in Athens. I believe both for the first time in late May during that scavenger hunt. They learned so much about the program and what it has to offer. And they both said, okay, Georgia is flying up our list of schools. So Johnny actually knew all about Georgia before this. That was his dream school growing up. But Justin Williams was like, okay, this place is great. This is the best coaching staff, defensive coaching staff, at least in America. I want to come back for an official visit. And like I reported, when he committed to Georgia a couple days ago, that official visit sealed the deal from what I was told. It was a 5-star home run grand slam visit. Georgia knocked it out of the park. And of course, they landed his commitment. So he will be in town. Daniel Calhoun, massive, 6'5", almost 6'6", about 350-pound offensive lineman out of Walton High School. I plan to see him early in the season. Getting a lot of film, a lot of highlights for y'all. So make sure you like and subscribe, not only this video, but tune in to our YouTube channel this fall. We're going to have a lot of high school highlights. Again, Dylan Raiola is right down the street. We're going to try to see him as much as any other outlet out there. So if you want Dylan Raiola highlights at Buford, you need to be on Dawg Post. You need to be watching. We're going to try to get those early in the week. I'm going to see Daniel Calhoun. I'm going to see Dwight Phillips Jr., arguably the fastest prospect in America out of Pebblebrook High School. 4-star running back, speed. I'm going to see him play when they come to Denmark, right down the street from me in Alpharetta. So we're going to get highlights of him. He's going to be in town. DeMello Jones, 4-star defensive back out of Swainsboro. I will not be going to Swainsboro, Georgia, down in with Southeast Georgia, Middle Georgia, I guess, on the way to Savannah, basically. I'm not going to watch him play. Maybe in the playoffs we will, but he is a big-time athlete the staff loves. He's going to be on campus this weekend. Nye Carr, 4-star wide receiver out of Colquitt County. He's going to be in town this weekend. Another speed. He is electric, right? Game-changing type of speed on the outside. He's going to be in town. Jaden Riddell, 4-star tight end from Missouri. One of the best tight ends in the country. Had just over 1,000 yards receiving last year. He is, plays like a wide receiver. He's a pass catcher. He can block, but he's a guy who's going to make a big impact in the passing game. He's going to be in town with his family this weekend. I think they're going to be in town all weekend. They might get there Thursday. I think this might be a Friday to Sunday deal, but I need to check on that. Colton Heinrich out of Florida, 3-star tight end. Todd Harley likes him a lot. He was higher on Georgia's board than I think a lot of people realize. He's going to be in town this weekend. Jacoby White, 3-star wide receiver out of Cass High School in North Georgia. He's going to be in town this weekend. Big-time playmaker. I am going to go watch him play when Cass plays Cartersville. Big-time rivalry up there. Malachi Tolliver plays for Cartersville on the offensive line. Jacoby White, wide receiver for Cass. I'm going to see a couple Georgia Bulldog commitments go at it. I believe that's at the end of September, early October, somewhere around there. But Jacoby White's going to be in town. Quintavious Johnson, 3-star defensive lineman out of Mays High School in Atlanta. I think I'm going to go see him that second week. It might be the first week. It might be the 19th. I'm going to go watch him play live in person. That first weekend of high school football, I'm going to see a game Thursday, 2 on Friday, and 1 on Saturday. So if you're looking for highlights, your boy's going to be there. You got to go out and you got to see these kids. If you say you cover recruiting, there's a lot of guys out there who are trying to cover recruiting. But if you're not out there watching these kids and going to the games and getting highlights, you're not doing the job. So you got to get out there, see the kids, and that's what I'm going to be doing, especially that first weekend. And with Georgia playing a lot of home games, and they're not on the road a ton. So, we will be out there seeing, again, Dylan Raiola and a lot of these kids as much as anyone. Nnamdi Ogboko, 3-star defensive lineman from North Carolina. He's also going to be in town this weekend. So, again, this is not an official list. We're going to be adding names throughout the week. It's just Wednesday. Some guys are still trying to figure out if they can make it to Athens, trying to figure out a ride, transportation there, get back. So, this list will continue to grow, and you can read all of it over on Dawg Post. So make sure you head over there and see us. 2025, multiple prospects. One of the best defensive backs in the country. 5-star guy, out-of-state kid. Not going to say his name. Got to go to Dawg Post to check it out. He's going to be in town. One of the top defensive linemen in the South out of Florida. 4-star defensive lineman, Amari Williams. I'll give you that name. He's going to be in town. Another top tight end target for Todd Harley. Maybe, he's already got one guy on board, Ellis Williams, who will not be in town. He's not going to be able to make it to Athens this weekend. But another one of his top targets that he is hard after is going to be in town this weekend. For that name, make sure you go to Dawg Post. I say he's doing his best. That's what he told me. I'm doing my best. I'm going to try to make it to Athens on the 29th. That's what he told me. I want to make sure I get that quote right. So I would be surprised if he didn't show up, but right now I'm expecting him to. 4-star defensive lineman Bryce Davis, I'll give you that name, out of North Carolina. Top 100 prospect in the country in the 25 class. He's going to be in town. And then another really impressive, speedy defensive back from the state of Georgia, South Georgia kid. Not going to give him his name, but you can read all about it over on Dawg Post. He's going to be in town. Other notes, I think 5-star David Sanders, elite offensive tackle out of North Carolina, will be in town. I want to hear from him first, but I've heard from multiple people that they expect him to be on campus this weekend. One very close source at Georgia who would know told me that he thinks David Sanders Jr. is the #1 prospect in the country for the 25 class. He's a major Georgia target. Anytime they can get that kid in town is a big deal. Zayden Walker, 5-star linebacker out of Sly County. I think he's the #2 prospect in the state of Georgia for that 25 class. Big time. I think he is probably Georgia's next major linebacker target in the 25 class. Again, big deal in my eyes. I think the Georgia staff loves him. They had him on campus a number of times already as a prospect. I think he's going to be in town for a visit. Again, I've heard that from sources. I didn't hear that from Zayden himself. Still, hopefully I hear back from him today to get a confirmation. But I think 5-star linebacker Zayden Walker will be in town this weekend. Ellis Robinson, 5-star cornerback commitment, one of the best players in the country, will not be in town, including a couple other commitments who reached out, said, I'm not going to be able to make it to Athens. Wish I could. For those names, again, make sure you head over and read the big story that I've got over on Dawg Post. Amari Jefferson, 4-star receiver who's committing on August 5th, will not be in town. Don't think Georgia's going to land him. And a couple other 2025 commitment notes I've got over in that story as well. So another massive recruiting weekend. Could be a big deal, could go a long way for a lot of these younger kids. But again, this is a big deal for the current commitments and possible other commitments to come and just get to know each other, bond, and enjoy their time in Athens for the big barbecue weekend that they've got this weekend. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Make sure you're heading over to Dawg Post, subscribe to the newsletter because we have a ton of stuff coming. Now's a great time to sign up. The season is right around the corner. Fall camp starts next week. You do not want to not be a member of Dawg Post. I'll say that right now. We've got a lot of great stuff coming. Thanks for watching this video. Enjoy the next one, and I'll see you over on Dawg Post.